Which housewife are you? My V, usually very hard to open. Housewife makeup. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamila Daura. Thank you for clicking to watch this video. If you are new, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, hi. So today we are going to be doing housewife makeup. I know a lot of us are housewives on this channel, so I am going to be sharing with you guys how I give myself an elevated makeup look as a housewife on a day that I just want to feel glammed, feel extra beautiful, and just chill and just be a housewife and a mom and my own person in my space. So please subscribe to my channel and let us get right into it. So let us get started. For this look, we are going to be using very relatable products, products that you can use, like I said in the introduction, housewife makeup. So I know there are lots of housewives on this channel. I decided to do this for us. Sometimes we want to apply makeup, but we just feel very lazy. But every now and then when you indulge, make sure you do it right. Just because you're doing a housewife makeup does not mean that you should not use the right product, or maybe you should make it not look too good. I'm going to start with a moisturizer. This is the Caudalie moisturizing mist. I'm beginning to like this so much because I don't have to worry about cream on my hand. The next thing we're going to do is going to be eyebrows. For me, I like to start with my eyebrows, but before I do so, I'm going to let this moisturizer settle a little bit. Then I will go in with my primer. You can always try to use primers for your makeup looks, no matter how simple you want to have your look. If you don't have primer, try to use enough moisturizer on your face. Do not apply complexion product on a dry skin. It's going to make your makeup look patchy. So I've been liking this Denis Semeric's primer, face balm, blurring balm. So this is what I'm going to be using today. I'm just going to be applying little. This blurring primer or face balm is good for somebody with a textured skin, because I do have textured skin. The next thing we're going to do, you can choose to go in to do your brows now, but you can also choose to wait for your primer or your base to settle properly into your skin before you go on with your complexion product. But I'm going to let this primer soak because that is how I love to use it. For brows, if you are team keep your brows as it is, which I am, no shaping, so I do have a lot of hair under here and hair under here, but I still do like to see my brows a little bit elevated. So I am going to be using a gel product on my brows, and this clear gel product is something that you can just use and go. You don't have to use brow pencil if you don't have to use a tinted brow product if you don't want to. But if you have a bushy brow like my own, or a full brow like mine, you will need something to tame it first. And while that dries down, the next thing we are going to think about is what kind of brow product you want to use, whether you want to use a gel or a pencil or a pomade. I have been using a gel pencil, and this one is from the Juvia's Place. This one is one pencil that has really helped with my brows. I didn't even think this was going to show up on my brows because of how thick my brow hair is. But see, I've been using a lot, and hopefully it's enough today. But while just going to use my finger to set that gel properly. So when it comes to my brow, I have a full tutorial on how to get your Muslima brow on fleek if you are someone that does not touch your brow, But for me, I'm going to be using this pencil, and I never come to the front of my brows here. The reason being that it is full enough. It is just the sparse area I go into, then I define, I define above my arc, because like I said, I want my brows lifted, so I define above my arc. So oops, broken. And that was the last one. So since I'm out of this, I am going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, or let me use the NYX makeup. This is another very good one. So once your brow is done, you will need a full coverage concealer. This is very important because we are doing team no razor on brows here. So I'm just going to go in with this Juvia's Place foundation concealer in the shade 11, and it is not lighter and not also, it's in between complexion for my skin complexion. It's still a bit brighter than my skin tone. So I'm just going to put it right under where I defined my brows. That is the only place I put. Then I'll let it dry a little bit. I think I was trying to tell you guys that I do have a full tutorial for brows. You know, if you are team don't touch my brows, but you also don't know how to apply it. So I'm going to go in with an angled brush, and instead of, you know, blending it all over, I will just dab in place. So as I dab in place, I will bring the excess into the front of my brows. So this is going to now give the brow proper and full definition. And the excess of your concealer, you can bring it into your eyelid. This is going to serve as your base for your eyelid as well. You know, if you want to apply eyeshadow, I mean, I know we are doing team housewife, but yeah. I don't normally stop at this with my brows. Once I apply concealer, I will take you guys again through the step, the next thing I do to give it proper definition and also not allow those stray hairs get in the way or make our brows look weird. Now that my eyes are set, every housewife should have a neutral palette. So let's do the eyeshadow. You should all have a neutral palette. When I mean neutral, like skin tone, this is the Natasha Denona one. Is $25. This is, I think, $3 or $5 from ELF. So I always switch between these two. Let us keep it simple today and use, oops. So I'm going to be using this ELF one, and it is in the shade Pumpkin Pie, and I'm going to go in with this shade brown. This shade here, there are no names on it, so it's just a normal brown shade, and I'm going to just apply this all over my eyelid, and this is just going to give us color on the lid. You know, even though you're a housewife, you need to elevate, Abby. So yeah, this is what I usually would do. And I would actually call this my Friday makeup. Like every Friday, my makeup is always this way. I will bring it up into the outer part of my brows just to blend that concealer there. It will give it a more natural finish. And I will stay away from the highlighted part. So there are shimmer shades in here. If you want to kind of elevate the look, you can do something in the inner corner, but I don't want that. But if you want to deepen, I want to deepen the outer corner instead. So I'm going to go in with this coffee brown shade. It is a gray tone shade, so I will use it to deepen my outer V. So I'm going to go in with the first brush, the first blending brush. I'm not applying anything, and I'm just going to use it to blend whatever harsh lines, you know. So this is it for the eye look, and yeah, barely there. And this is how I like to have my eyeshadow when I don't have anything serious. And for eyeliner, I'm going to be using, I mean, we all do eyeliners, right? So I'm going to be using this Huda Beauty as always. Every time I have this eyeliner on and I wake up in the morning, like the next day, and you have that raccoon looking thing, and someone will be like, "Mommy, did you He'll be like, Mom, did you do makeup again today? And I'm like, no, I didn't do makeup. So I'm going to be using an old favorite of mine for mascara. I always suggest that people have both volumizing and lengthening mascara. So this is a dual one from Huda Beauty. It's their Legit Lash. One end is for volume, another is for curl and length. So I usually would go with the curl and length first, you know, just to open up the brow hair, the lash hairs, you know, bring them out first. And I do have full lashes. I do not necessarily need to do both volume, but if I want to be a little bit extra, you know, I will do both. You wiggle your mascara from bottom up, then you comb. So this is what the length and curl will do to your eyes. It will bring out your lashes and curl it. So I'll quickly go with the volumizing one and to add volume to it. Well, this is how I do mine. So let me know, what do you do first? Do you do volume before length, or do you do length before volume? Because I know people have different ways they do theirs. For me, I do length before volume. So now it looks like we have some, you know, natural looking wispies on. So honestly, this is all for the eyes. I don't have anything more to do to the eyes. So the next thing we are going to be doing in this housewife makeup is foundation. So for foundation, I'm going to be using this Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. This is matte. As a housewife, as a mom, every time you're always either up and about, cleaning, working, doing something, you want something that will stay put. I do not like applying liquid or cream foundation on my face on a day that I'm just sitting down at home. No, I prefer powder foundation, so I'm always with powder foundation. So I'm going to be using a brush. I also don't like using the pad. It comes with a pad, but I don't like using pads on my face. So I'm going to be using a brush, and I will, the way you apply your powder foundation, you dab 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 instead of the sweeping motion that a lot of people do, and that is why I actually prefer using brush to apply. And the brush that I'm using is a dense foundation brush. So if you have a dense foundation brush, it will help you apply your powder foundation and also give you the right full coverage. So this is it. I have applied it, and you see how everything is just so elevated. You may or may not like to apply concealer. I like to apply concealer, so I did not really go here, like under my eye, with lots of product, because I'm going to apply my concealer and use the powder foundation itself, blend it in together, and you know, it's going to give it a more natural finish, nothing heavy under the eye. And I also do not do all this thing here. No, I don't. So this is the only place I would apply concealer, and I don't also let it dry down before I blend it. So I'm going in with my mini sponge here, and I'm going to use it to blend. You see that it is blending together with my foundation, so they will all hold together instead of all that going back with a setting powder. I mean, I will still apply setting powder, but if you are a beginner, you will not need to apply setting powder. Just apply a tiny layer of your powder foundation under your eye, then go in with this and blend immediately. We are going to go on now to bronze the face. Do you bronze? I mean, this is an elevated housewife look. Normally some people will be done this way at this stage and just apply lip product and go, but we are trying to elevate this. So I'm going to go in with a more natural bronzer. This is from LYS. This is what I've been using lately, and This will not overly contour my face. I will still look like me. There is no too much going on. And for blush, of course, who says we can't apply blush? A lot of women back in the day, like in the maybe 80s and all that, or 70s, 60s, women do apply blush. I don't know why blush kind of went away, then it came back. But when you look into the history of makeup, like women used to apply a lot of blush on their face, like you just see them pink, red on their cheeks like that, because it used to be like, I think more very, it used to make them feel very feminine. And yeah, so for blush I'm going to be using, I have these three from Rare Beauty that I've not tried, and because I want to keep it as natural as possible, I'm going to go in with the shade Truth. It's a mauve one, so I'm just going to dab and dab, because I learned that this blush is blush. So I'm going to use a blush brush, and yeah. So yeah, I love the wet look on the cheek. So we are almost there. The next thing is lips. I'm going to give us 3 different potential lip color as a housewife. The first is good old all gloss. So we are going to, first of all, I already have lip balm on, so we are going to just apply a lip gloss, and this lip gloss is from Juvia's Place. Is their clear lip gloss. So we are going to do something fun. You're going to tell me in the comment section which housewife are you, clear lip gloss. And even before that, let me quickly finish this brow look. And the last thing that I actually do to my brows once I get everything in, because chances are that makeup will smudge your brows or your eyeshadow, so I go back with the same brow pencil and redefine and build up. This is what I do, because now there is a definition on my lid. I already have my foundation on, so I know where to stop, where not to stop. So I build up the color and it looks better. And I just straighten the lines as well. And so yeah, this is our housewife look. So you know how some of us would just apply powder? I mean, we all used to do that. We are all guilty of that. Apply powder foundation before we knew anything called setting spray and all that. Let me know. We all used to work out, you know, after applying powder foundation or even foundation and not set it, right? So today we are going to be setting this one, because we are elevating that housewife look. Don't just wear it and go out, or you know, because our goal is to wear something that is all day, you know, that is going to make you look good all day and not smear on. So I'm going to go in with this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Setting spray is going to, like, you know, melt the powder into your skin, and you're not going to look too powdery. I did not contour my nose with this, because even though we are doing elevated, we've already applied a concealer which have kind of highlighted this area. Let's just leave our nose the way God gave it to us. So I already applied my lip gloss, because this is one look for this. Some housewives will prefer to have their lip just with lip gloss and no color. So let me know how you like it with this, and if you are team lip gloss housewife. So the second lip is going to be nude combination. Nude is the in thing for everybody now. A lot of people play it safe and just applying lip nude lip, because the minimalist trend is there and all that. So for the lip products, I have 3 products here, and we're going to break it into 2 as well. So I have Christian Dior here in the shade Nude Touch, and I have MAC lip gloss here, and I also have Anastasia Beverly Hill lip liner in the shade Malt. So these are the 3 products. So the first thing you're going to do is line. So this is matte nude lip. Are you team matte nude lip housewife? Look at it again. While we top it up with a gloss, and let's see how this is going to look. This is the MAC one in the shade See Through. Or are you team nude glossy housewife? So I want to know which one are you, and which one is your favorite so far. So can you tell what is going to be, what the third housewife is likely to put on her lip? You know, what color of lip? Some people would do pink, some would do red, but I think it's pink red, right? Maybe orange, you know, but let us do red for this one because I would not wear pink on my lips and sit at home. So I'm going to go in with this Giorgio Armani product lipstick. It is in the shade Lip Power 400. Honestly, with this lipstick, it is the shine for me. When you start applying it, you wouldn't tell, like you won't be able to tell that it's able to give you the amount of shine that it gives off. I hardly ever use a liner with my red lips because I do have a deep lip, so a liner might be just between doing too much and taking away from the deep tone, the redness, because as it is, the lipstick is actually brighter than this, but because of my undertone for my lip, it has kind of toned it down. But this is the third look for the housewife makeup. Let me know which team are you. Team clear lip gloss, team nude matte, team nude lip gloss, and team red, you know, whether matte or glossy lip. Let me know which one you are. I totally love this is how I would typically do my makeup on a day I just want to be that housewife that is looking all glammed up. And you know, usually you'll catch me doing this kind of makeup every Fridays. Fridays are the days that I have all the time to apply whatever it is I want to do to myself, or like glam up or self-care and all that. So yeah, let me know which is your favorite, like I said, and subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.